I've never done heroin, but from what I've heard, falling in love with you was that first injection, that once-in-a-lifetime high. You were warm ice in my veins, cradling me, soothing me. I slept for an eternity in the fire of your hair, cushioned in the snow of your pale skin. You didn't make my heart race like cocaine, but you put me on a 6-day trip with a sheet of LSD before you tossed me aside like a crack pipe. You said I was a drug that you needed to get clean, kinda goddamn ironic. 'Cause I was the one who went cold turkey. I would stick pins into my veins and recall your face, tearing them open and whispering your name, trying to get that sweet pain to stay, letting my world collapse with my capillaries. It took a year and a half to walk 13 steps, dodging potholes in the pavement, towing the lines, blurring them, smashing them, snapping the needle like it was my bridge to you. Then you crawled out of the shadow like a junkie, with eyes only for her next fix. You attacked me with the needle, not aiming for my veins, stabbing it deep into the stem of my brain. You flooded my system with that orgasmic poison. You let me trip for months on end, imagining all we'd get to do when you finally found it in you to love me back. But after the overdose, when the high died down, the wound you left went septic. And in the delirium of my withdrawal, the fragile line between memory and fantasy disappeared like cocaine in a nightclub bathroom. And now I don't know if we kissed on the beach at sunset, or if we broke up the day after our first date, if you were that ethereal angel who could make all of my problems go away, or just that quiet girl in the library. Your name has become hallowed to me like a tweaker's last ounce of speed. And anyone else who's ever loved me, all I've tried to see in them is you. I can't move on because you gave me 2 tastes of that once-in-a-lifetime high. But the warm ice is now just cold, and my veins have gone numb. The needle marks of your kisses running up my arms have turned gangrenous. Your hair is hellfire, and your pale skin is the tundra that has frozen me in place. I would walk 13 steps barefoot over used needles just to be rid of you. But that little bit of me that's still addicted to loving you, that little bit of heroin you left in my veins, he'd find a way back. And he'd start all of this over again. Except what we had wasn't love, it was simply addiction, which is pure infatuation crossbred with contradiction. And if this addition to my addiction causes friction with your mission in life, I'm sorry. I no longer want you to suffer just 'cause I found another whose love isn't that speed, weed, the crack, cane, or the heroin in my veins. Loving her wasn't a malicious addiction, it was a holy benediction. With her, I had my beautiful oblivion. But loving her was exactly the same. Loving her left me addicted, and it left me broken, and now I'm speaking the same words I've spoken before. I don't have a future. All I've got is scars that I can't suture anymore. So in truth, I haven't kicked you. Hi.